So, first of all, I want to let y'all know that I'm in my truck, laying here in the fucking bed, dealing with what I gotta do tomorrow in my head, because that's what truck drivers do. You looking ahead to tomorrow, exactly how you gonna do everything. Shout out to my truck drivers out here in the world, by the way. I don't feel like y'all get the respect that you deserve. Until I was a y'all, I didn't even put it together. So it ain't really everybody's fault, but it's just you don't really know until you actually out here, until you actually doing this shit, how heavy this shit can be, right? Now, I was getting loaded out of Spartanburg, South Carolina earlier today, right? Getting loaded out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, at a rail yard out there. I actually forget the name of it. Start with an A. This is my first time going out there. So I'm on a rail car, you know, got the vac set up. Some of y'all know about mnemonics. If you don't, just the lingo may throw you off when I say vac, okay? I'm having to vac this load, which is, but you should know, vacuum this fucking load off this fucking rail car. There's train tracks, rail car, you hook up to it, you get your 48,000 pounds. At least that's what I had to get up out of there. And you know, there's a white truck driver right there behind me, getting loaded out of the rail car behind me, right? And we sitting there, and if you drive these vacs, that the noise that the motherfuckers make is loud. So we stepped away from the shit, because he was trying to say something to me, but it was loud. And I'm like, bro, you gonna have to come over here. Like, if you got something to say to me, you gonna have to come over here, man. So he's asking me questions about the company I drive for, and how I like this shit, how long I've been doing this shit, making small talk and shit, right? And then he gets a call from his wife, but he ignores it. Because he's like, fuck, I don't feel like talking to her. And I'm like, all right. And it didn't stop there. Fuck, I don't feel like talking to her. That's all the information I need. It's none of my business at all what's going on here. I don't even remember your name, okay? You ain't even have to do her like that on my behalf. Like, but he goes in and tell me the story of how she treats him. This is a caveman, okay? Who he's talking about is a cave woman. Let me tell you from my experience talking to cavemen all my life about their cave women. These motherfuckers, some of them be getting married and shit like that, but that happily is a stretch, okay? That's the part that's, the happily part is like, I don't know if everybody really doing that part. I know there's some motherfuckers getting married, but the happily shit I don't know about. Because the stories I hear, this motherfucker goes in and tell me that him and his wife been, you know, kind of going through some type of patch. Now, again, mind you, he doesn't know me like that. These married dudes be so battered, they just want somebody to talk to. They want somebody to hear their fucking story. Because I told him I wasn't married, and I told him I respect anybody that can do it. I told him that. He said, why is that? And I told him what it takes. You just know when you got it and when you don't got it. When I talk to married dudes, what they have is this motherfucker is sitting here contemplating whether or not he should, you know, tell his wife that he's not interested in her anymore, sexually wise. Like he said, for years he been sitting here trying to get this pussy. Now, of course, I'm going to, he didn't say these words exactly, but he's sitting here telling me like he been trying for years now to get her back to giving him pussy like she used to and all this shit. And he's like, man, I might be lucky to get some pussy over, you know, doing chores around the house. I said, oh shit, she's rewarding you with pussy for doing chores around the house? He said, hell yeah. I told him, would you be surprised if this isn't the first time I've heard this from a married man? And this is how I know I don't have the stock, because I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not the type motherfucker that run around, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, go in all day. If you in their presence, you just trying to fuck all day long. Not that type of dude. All right, I'm chill. I be chilling, right? And Imagine if you married, it becomes, kind of routine, especially if somebody fall off. Because I couldn't let this man have a conversation with me like this without talking about the fall off. And every time I talk to married dudes, or dudes that even have this story that may not even be married, because this happens in relationships too, when I talk about the fall off, these motherfuckers just go blank. Like, they don't even, the fall off, like, what you mean? Did you stop performing at the level she expected you to perform sexually? The fall off. Okay? The fall off. It happens. So not only now y'all living together, you having these little bickerings back and forth about little silly ass shit, but somebody fall off at the same fucking time? I don't have what it takes to deal with that situation. Because very quickly, I would be like, look, no, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get me some pussy. You're not going to punish me or reward me with pussy. And I don't even be understanding how dudes got to go through this. It got to be the fall off. I don't even know what to say to these married dudes. Like, because I can't be like, well, I feel you. I understand where you're coming from. Because, no, I don't understand where these motherfuckers be coming from. I don't get that. To be deprived and still be with him. You understand the motherfucker ain't fucking with you no more, so you not fucking him no more. Cool. But not fucking somebody you live with, sleep with, married with. How in the fuck do you pull something like that off? And just want to tell your story to other people. He said he's contemplating and trying to figure out how to work this out. And in my mind, no, this wouldn't even be a real thing for me. I've been figured it out. Nah, I'm not doing it. It's not. I don't think that should even know. I don't know. Again, man, fall off. I told him. Talk to an accident, did you fall off? Like, if you don't know, or if you just sit here saying, nah, it can't be that, and you ain't checked with nobody, like, before you say some shit like it can't be that, check with the person who would know. You're not checking. These dudes ain't checking. I've asked them all. And I don't even know whether the question throws them off or not, but they give me a quick response. And I always want to know, well, did you check with her? Nah, but the but is the problem, bruh. Like, what do you mean, nah, but? You don't know? You confused about whether you fell off or not? But you didn't. But she acting like you fell off. Because if you didn't fall off, she can't punish you with that. Because she gonna want it just as much as you do. She gonna see you cross the room and feel some type of way about you. You gonna be sexy to her. That's just how it is. You could be tired or whatever the fuck you want to be, but you sexy to her. Right now. Can't punish you by taking sex from you because she didn't depriving herself. Even if she tried. But the only way she gonna feel like she depriving herself is if you didn't fall off. That's the only way. There is no other way to do it. You can play whatever types of games. Y'all can read whatever type of books you want to read. I'm telling you, the fall off is real. It's apparently happening out here. But nobody wants to admit that they fell off. I've never talked to a woman that's told me any type of story like this. They don't know nothing about no falling off. Men don't know shit about falling off. And I'm like, okay, y'all married. Don't nobody know who falling the fuck off or if anybody falling the fuck off. The conversation isn't even being had. But y'all married though. That's a conversation that may need to be had. Y'all are married though. Stop fucking playing. You telling me, and I'm just gonna ask you about to fall off. That's just how, I don't know how else to engage in the conversation. It's gonna be like, yeah, that's crazy, man. But once it gets to my part, once it shifts to my part, I got questions that I be asking. I want to know, how the fuck does this happen? And ain't nobody falling off. Y'all be seeing the memes where you had a motherfucker to be having the squinty eyes. Like, look, man, how the fuck? How is this possible? And ain't nobody really sure. You gotta talk about that shit. Stop playing. Y'all be going out here playing fucking games and then expecting people to stay sexually faithful to you. Notice I said sexually faithful. There are different levels to this shit. And you'll hear people acknowledge the different levels to this shit, but they don't want to acknowledge, well, there's a sexually faithful too. But a motherfucker might still come to the house with you, going out to eat or something, but he not gonna keep begging you or hinting towards you something about no sex. No, it's okay. That's what I mean. Like, I can imagine I would be like that. And I probably wouldn't even, I'm in my mind, I wouldn't even make a conversation out of it. I would just notice it. I would notice it and then take the initiative to try to figure out, okay, well, there's something going on, or vibe ain't there. Because if that's the case, that's fine. But I'm not about to, I'm going to go vibe like that somewhere. I'm going to do it. Period. That's just, I don't see how it's looked at any other type of way. Women, and this really goes both ways. Like, there's some fall off happening. You try to have a conversation, the motherfucker don't want to hear the conversation. He doesn't, or she doesn't correct the fall off. And particularly with these husbands, like, this is how I know I ain't got it. I'm not sleeping on no goddamn couch. I'm not getting no pussy. Like, not by, and I know it's something underneath it. Like, not just no regular shit, like, life. Like, if it's some attack happening or some cold shoulder type of shit, like, nah, I'm not doing that. Nah, you want to be childish and don't want to say shit about it? What's wrong? I'm asking you what's wrong. You talking about some nothing? You talking about some nothing? Okay. Not gonna beg you to talk, but it would be best. Because if I don't understand what's going on, then I'm gonna go look for understanding somewhere else. Or let it find me. And particularly with these married men, they be saying it be getting thrown at them all the time. Now, according to women folk, y'all don't act like that, but apparently you do. Okay? It's not play. Like, we too old. Some of these conversations we be too old to have. Like, let's everybody stop playing. Like, we have to be able to get past this play part. Like, this shit is happening for real. Women be throwing pussy at married dudes. Married women be getting dick on the side. Like, it's okay. We can move past that part, right? We're trying to make that not as attractive. I think that's all you can really do in a marriage, or even a long relationship or anything like that. All you can do is try to make that as least attractive as you possibly can. And you can't do it if you done fell off. Okay? You can work through a lot of shit if the sex life is really strong, if it's really consistent. You can work through shit. You can talk through shit. You want to work through shit, right? But if somebody fall off, it's tough. Okay? You can tell me I'm tripping if you want to in the comments. I want to see what y'all think. Again, I hear married people talking about this type of shit all the time. These married men I talk to, and these are the caves telling me about their stories and shit like that. Same shit. Same shit. So, y'all comment what the fuck y'all think. I know it's dark as fuck, but that's why I'm calling this series Dark as Fuck, because I'm gonna do them. The light ain't gonna be great. I'm gonna just be chill, and like, this is what it's gonna be like. But let me know if I'm bullshitting though. Or have y'all heard this before, or are you experiencing it yourself? I bet money somebody fell off.